Hi, it's the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your May 2017 mid-month readings, and thank you so much for joining us here today. Welcome to any newcomers who may be with us for the first time. Thank you, as always, to those of you who continue to watch, listen, follow, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for all your support, feedback, and comments. They're brilliant. You guys are great. Keep them coming. To everyone who continues to reach out for personal one-on-one readings and keeps me so busy, thank you so very much. It's an honor and a pleasure and a blessing to read for you and to have your trust in doing so. And to my regular clients as well, I thank you for allowing me to be a regular part of your life and for being so great with the consistent feedback and how our readings continue to play out in your lives. And if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, you haven't read with me before, live or recorded, you can click on the About or Description button on my channel's homepage. That'll give you a little more information and detail, and also has my email address, which is Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to work with you. I do a variety of readings: love and romance, compatibility chartings, career, work and finance, health, channeled messages, year overviews, gift readings, etc. So send me an email. We'll set something up for you. Current turnaround time for personal readings is anywhere from a few days upwards of 2 weeks, but I do readings full-time 6 days a week, so I'm usually able to get back with you quite quickly and set up a reading almost always within a 2-week period of time. So if you're interested, shoot me an email. Now, these are general readings, and there's lots of you watching, many, thousands of you watching, so of course they're not going to resonate the same or to the same degree for everyone's watching. So make sure to check your rising and your moon sign as well. They may play out a little more predictably for you, or just give you additional bits of insight and clarity into what's going on in your life for the time frame that the reading covers. I am doing something a little different for the mid-month. I usually pull the same amount of cards for the mid-month as I do for the beginning of the month generals. 2 cards for each week, which is 8 cards with an additional 9th card from the bottom of the deck. But since we're only looking at the last couple of weeks of the month, in the interest of making the mid-month videos a bit more streamlined and efficient, I'm just going to be pulling 2 cards for each week, which would be 4 cards with an additional 5th card from the bottom of the deck for overall energy and advice, to make it a little more efficient and streamlined for everyone. So let's get right into this. This reading is for Scorpio, the Scorpions, the water sign of Scorpio, for May 2017 mid-month. May 2017 mid-month. Let us see what the remainder of May 2017 has in store for our Scorpios. Scorpio, May 2017 mid-month. May 2017 mid-month. Okay, Scorpio, we begin with the 4 of Swords in reverse, followed by the Lovers, and the Emperor, followed by the Devil. Interesting. And from the bottom of the deck, your overall energy and advice is the 7 of Wands. Okay, coming through loud and clear and very specific. So this is probably going to resonate pretty specifically for some people and not at all for other people. I feel like for a lot of you, this is, well, relationship with someone, but the nature of that relationship, it could be love and romance, it could be a friendship, it could be a parent, and it could be a boss or a work situation as well, too. But I feel like it is oriented around a relationship situation. It's just that the details of that relationship are going to vary depending on who's watching. So we begin with the 4 of Swords in reverse, followed by the Major Arcana card of the Lovers. And I have to say, out of 5 cards, 3 of these are Major Arcana, so significant energies of God, Spirit, the universe, your angels and guides as well, and a strong kind of sense of divine timing and orchestration, and strong message and advice from Spirit as well. So the 4 of Swords in reverse. Swords is air energy. That's the element which governs this suit. Cerebral, mental, intellectual energy. It's about what goes on up here, our words, ideas, how we communicate them, belief systems, outlooks, and perspectives, clarity, illumination, higher education, learning, truth, health as well. The 4 of Swords in the upright position is a card of rest, respite, withdrawing from conflict, not making an immediate decision or taking action, actually withdrawing because you're tired, worn out, exhausted. You need to go inside, seek out your own, kind of touch base with yourself to figure something out. It's about taking a step back and withdrawing temporarily from conflict in order to rest, recuperate, recover, and find some answers and clarity. But you got it in the reverse position. And I feel quite strongly that for the majority of you, if not all of you, this is the time for doing this in the upright position is at an end, especially paired with the Lovers, which represents a significant choice, particularly perhaps a significant relationship choice. The time for withdrawing and trying to figure out and stuff is over or fast approaching. It's time to make a decision about something and actually take action. And now the Four of Swords in reverse is paired with the Lovers. The Lovers can represent that, it can represent a soulmate, kindred spirit kind of relationship, be it romantic, sexually based, or just, you know, a best friend, that kind of, you know, brother or sister kind of connective, divine karmic thread relationship, a very passionate relationship. It could be a relationship with a high degree of passion, desire. It could represent a very tumultuous up and down relationship, a lot of sexuality, a lot of heat, but a lot of conflict as well. We all know relationships like that, very up and down. The Lovers also means making a choice, a significant choice. And in fact, in the early tarot decks, this was not called the Lovers, it was called the Choice. And it showed a man standing in front of two women. The implication being that a decision needs to be made. And this is a significant decision, and it could be a relationship decision, but it's a decision which is going to affect not just your life, but the lives of maybe a primary relationship or other people as well. A decision needs to be made. The time for taking a step back is over, or drawing to a close. I feel quite strongly that Spirit is saying, okay, something needs to be done. You need to make a choice. A decision needs to be made. A path needs to be chosen here, because I feel like whatever this is, it's become it is unhealthy for you. It's become unhealthy. Now, next to that, so we're around the last week of May. We begin in the middle of May. Time being somewhat fluid, of course, give or take a few days. Could be ongoing and bleeding into June a little bit as well. We have two major arcana cards. I don't really like this combination of cards in terms of the energy. We have the Emperor and the Devil. So the Emperor is a card of convention, tradition, walking. Sorry, I just went right into the Hierophant. The Emperor is a card, well, it's similar energy, actually. The Emperor is a card about structure, discipline, kind of similar to the Hierophant, but it can also be very controlling, structured, domineering energy. It can represent a father or a father figure, that paternal energy. The Emperor likes to, you know, live in a world where, you know, the buses and trains all run on time, nothing ever changes, the routines followed, the schedules followed. So it can represent a father or father figure. It could be that this relationship, you know, it could be issues with your father or a father figure, some kind of conflict or problems there, and a decision needs to be made on it. It could be perhaps a father or father figure who's, you know, aging, or, you know, has gotten to the point where he can't be independent, completely independent anymore, and there's some decisions need to be made around that, and he perhaps is kind of fighting that. For some of you, this could represent somebody else you're in a relationship with. It could be a romantic relationship. It could even be a boss, a work situation or environment somehow, because that's what it feels like to me. It feels very structured, but in a controlling, domineering, unhealthy kind of way, particularly because it's paired with the Devil card. And for a smaller portion of you, this unhealthy situation could be just linked to you. This energy could be you. It's time to stop. No, I'm not actually going to go there, because I just felt a disconnect from that, so I'm not going to go there. So the Emperor is paired with the Devil card. Now, the Devil is a card fundamentally of imbalance, significant, profound imbalance, because it's major arcana. The Devil card can represent temptation. It can represent addictions, conventional addictions like drugs, alcohol, sex, gambling, shopping, unhealthy relationships, too much power and control issues, just, you know, too much attention and focus in one area, obsessiveness, neediness. Even it could represent stalker energy, really up and down energies. I mean, this whole combination of four cards for the last 4 weeks the last 2 weeks of May, Scorpio, represents, I feel like, whether it's a romantic relationship partner, a boss, a parental figure, a work situation, a situation you've gotten yourself caught up into, and it's affecting the lives of the people around you as well. Maybe some of you are having some addiction problems or some huge, temptation issue, which is making your life and your energy go up and down and affecting the people around you. I feel like that's for a smaller portion of you. But it feels like the time to make a difference, to make a change, to decide, act, and choose a path is now. And I feel that the energy, the spirit energy is very strong about that. That it's time for you to act. Because if not, when something is absolutely not meant to be part of our karmic path and we refuse to make the changes ourselves, at some point that karmic energy spirit will come in and do it for us, and then we have things like the Tower card energy and stuff like that. It's always better if we institute these kind of changes ourselves. Now, your overall energy and advice, because whatever this situation or relationship is, it's not healthy for you, and getting out of it is for your greater good and your ultimate joy and fulfillment as a human being. Now, your overall energy and advice is the Seven of Wands, fire energy here, which is the element which governs wands, creative, manifesting, building energy, change, movement, action, power, forward moving. The Seven of Wands is a defensive card, and for some of you for whom this is your personal situation, your energy, your temptation, it could be defensiveness. You're holding on to this. You're holding on to something that you know is bad for you, but you're holding on to it anyway because it feeds something within you, and there's this defensiveness about it. For those of you for whom that resonates, you need to let it go. It's time to choose a better path for your own good, and Spirit is strongly advising you to do that because they love you. For others of you for whom need to remove yourself from a situation, a controlling situation, environment, or relationship that's not good for you because you're not being treated well or the way that you're supposed to, you don't have your own personal freedom. Again, it's time to make a choice. And the Seven of Wands is about standing up for yourself, standing up for somebody else, standing up for what you believe in, something that you feel strongly in, standing up for what you know is good, true, right for yourself, being true to yourself, or a cause, something you believe strongly in. So fundamental energy, regardless of how this plays out in the specifics for you, Scorpio, it's time to make a change. It's time to make a decision. It looks like this is going to affect a significant or some significant relationships in your life, but it could just be you. But even when it's just our own problem and we think it only affects us, even in a harmful way, it's never really true, because most of us are in relationship with somebody else, and it looks like this affects other people as well too. So consider carefully. This is like you need to put yourself on a path that's good for you, that values you, that's for your health and well-being and evolution, and ultimately your joy and fulfillment as a human being, which is why we're here. Stay strong, Scorpio. I think that you know what the right thing to do is regardless of the situation. So all strength, love, peace, blessings, and all support from both the tangible and intangible forces that are around you. So Scorpio, I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, or at least found it useful, that it's brought you some insight, some clarity, maybe even some illumination, some food for thought, and how to navigate over the next couple of weeks. And if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, live or recorded, feel free to click on that About or Description button and email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be most happy to work with you. You can also find me through that same email address on PayPal, should any of you choose to feel so inclined to donate $1 or $2 in support of my channel. I am saving up for a new computer system and audio system to streamline my channel and make it better. So any small amount is graciously and gratefully accepted. And thank you very much for those of you who have and continue to donate in support of my channel. It's humbling, and I'm grateful for that. So I will see all of you again in a couple of weeks for the June 2017 general readings. And until then, as always, Scorpio, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. And I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.